want you to win. I want you to achieve. I want you to become great. I want you to make your dream reality. But I can't just want it for you. You're competing against millions. You must do what they won't. See the vision they don't yet see. Dream bigger than they ever have. You must chip away at your dream. I want you to win. I want you to achieve. I want you to become great. I want you to make your dream reality. But I can't just want it for you. You're competing against millions. You must do what they won't. See the vision they don't yet see. Dream bigger than they ever have. You must chip away at your dream. I want you to win. I want you to achieve. I want you to become great. I want you to make your dream reality. But I can't just want it for you. You're competing against millions. You must do what they won't. See the vision they don't yet see. Dream bigger than they ever have. You must chip away at your dream.
Every single person out here has a dream, but the reality is that they lose sight of it. We get busy, we get caught up in work, and our dream passes us by. I'm here to make sure that doesn't happen, inspiring people to take the small steps and realize that dream that's way up here is actually possible when you chunk it down and you move closer to it. So I come out here and I hold up my sign every day. Hey guys, my name is Zach. I'm out here talking about dreams. I started doing signs that were motivational and inspirational. And then after weeks of doing that and 40, 50 signs, my friends online said, dude, I know you're missing these great conversations. We need to see what you're talking about with the people, not just a picture of your sign. So I got this GoPro right here. And now it's evolved to where I've become more clear about my life's mission, which is everything about dreams. The very first day I came out here, I'll be so honest with you, I was terrified. I was scared of what people think. I'd already spoken on stage. I was scared. I was like, what if people shut me down? What if people, hate on me? What if people cuss me out? The what if is what holds everybody back. What if they don't?
What's up, ladies and gentlemen of the universe? Hello, dreamers, and welcome inside to Dream Talk. My name is The Genie, and I'm the founder of DreamCat, and all these amazing dreamers like Satoshi, like Shifu, like Raylan, like Amos, like Troll King in the building. What's up, Troll King? These are the dreamers of the world. These are the people you need to follow. These are the people you need to know, because people who have a dream, gosh dang, they're unpredictable. I mean, they're the people who want to change the whole world. They're the people who have a vision. And so today what we're going to talk about is we want to support. We got Henry Paul in the building. What's up, Henry? Today what we want to talk about is bridging the gap. Now, pump the brakes. Hold on. I don't want to lose you here. It's not so much about here's like motivational lessons. It's going to be implementation. So we've talked many times about, hey, you're a dreamer and you're here and you're aspiring for your dream. And what can you do better to get there? And hey, like we're becoming our best selves. But today we just got to get to the nitty gritty. We got to say, okay, from today, 7 days from now, after this stream, if you take the implementations, you can say, am I closer to my dream than I was when I started? And that's what we want to deliver here. We talk about crypto if you're brand new. We talk about DreamCat and meme coins. We talk about self-help and the universal laws and how you can use them. So it's going to be a good lesson. We have a quote of the day. We're back. The picture frames are back. We're back to normal. Okay, all good and well. All good and well. There is a giveaway too. 30,000 Dream. Do you want it? If you want it, you got to be the MVP of the stream. Have you retweeted the stream even? Have you tagged a friend? Have you dropped a comment on the main to get more eyeballs on this? Shout out to Amos. I saw he did it. I see Raylan dropped a comment. Let's go. Let's go. So we're looking for the MVP. You're in the chat. You're active. You're resharing, etc. But now, with that said, wait, hold on. I got to say one thing. No more challenge? Look, Shifu, let me just say something. The challenge, the bounty was missed. I was ready to give lots of bounties. The truth is, it's obviously just not ready. All I can do is create and put it out to the world. And if there's not enough interest in the world, then I can't make people do things and go about. And so I might put out another little feeler or two. We'll see, but everything that was created exists. And this goes, the homework was done. It's created, it's in motion. People figuring it out or not, that is your benefit, not mine. I'm good. Everyone says, win moon, win moon. That's up to the dreamers of the world. And the dream is nothing without the dreamers of the world. So it's all out there, it still exists. Anyway, let's get in here. Closing the gap. How can you optimize your potential and go from your current version of you to the dream version of you? Well, let's start off the rip. I got a few little notes here today for us. Number one, your potential greatness is not your performance or your reality. Do you have potential? Has your good old mother sown the seeds into you and said, Shifu, look, I know you weren't able to buy me the house of my dreams yet, but Shifu, you work so hard. You're studying. You're a student of the game. You're this young and you're this hungry. I believe that you have the potential to be the one for our family. Has someone sown those seeds into you? Maybe Shifu. I got a great mom. She's always pouring into me, oh, you're my talented son. Maybe you can relate. Maybe somewhere, some point in time, someone has spoke into you, or without your family or friends, you've just recognized your own potential to say, hey, maybe I do have an edge here. Maybe I am early enough in meme coins. And you dream about your future. Well, here's the thing. You can be talented. Many are. You can be intelligent. Intelligence is good, but not all intelligent people are winning. Some of the richest people in the world are dumb. I don't want to sell that dream. I hate to say it, but that is just true. How about your creativity and your vision? Do you have all these things? These are the things that you get excited about. Yeah, I can't worry about it yet. It's okay that I didn't achieve my dream. I have a lot of potential. I'm talented. I'm intelligent. But the first thing we need to do to get realistic here, I hate to say that on a dream stream, is we have to say, let's not look at potential and let's look at performance, because your results, what you do, your actions, the things that you create are what is creating your dream. Manifestation is very important, but that is key. You have to take actions to get the results. So now the $1 million question is, okay, what is the gap between what you're capable of and what you're achieving today? And what we're going to do is we are going to identify what I would call leaks. Does anyone think they know what a leak would be? Think of it. You have a big dream. You have potential. I don't know, how does it work for other big dreamers? You want to write a book. You have an idea. You have 5 pages written out. And you've wanted to write this book for 8 years, but you still haven't written it. Why? What is the leak? What is the issue? What is the problem? What is the opportunity that's preventing you from being the one, from doing, from capitalizing, from executing, from going page to page? What is that thing? And I'd even challenge you, maybe you should get yourself a piece of paper. I'm going to ask you a question here and ask you to write things down. If you just do it in your head, you're not going to get the most out of it. So maybe you need a pen and paper for this one. So there's a leak. That's the problem. There's an opportunity. There's something that's holding you back. I'm going to reserve and hold off so we can keep those at the end. It's only going to be a short one, but let's go to number 2. Okay, second thing we need to look at here, and I'm just going to fly through these, by the way, like 20 minutes. Maybe that's a lie, but I feel like it's short, easy. Okay. What is your number one? Am I skipping already? I guess we're just getting right into it. I hope you have your paper. Prognosi in the building. Yo, a new PFP. Is this a new meme? Is this new? You got the bunny rabbit going on. Welcome in, dude. Welcome in. Shifu's locked and loaded. I love it. I think I just saw a wild J-Dog enter the chat too. Okay, here we go. What is your number one dream killer right now? Let's identify the potentials. This is your 1 to 10 rating. So what you're going to do is I'm going to share a list with you. And the goal here is through this list to find the number one leak, the number one gap, and zone in on it. Because if we can start small, we can't change you overnight. But if we can find one opportunity and we can hone in on it, and you can make a conscious effort from this week to next week to improve, what can't you do? Ooh, this is where it gets serious. And this is just my real life in real time. So I'm doing it with you. But I don't want to leave anybody behind. Come on board. Let's become. So here we go. Your number one dream killer right now. Is it distraction? So if you want to write these down, or I have the order if you just want to do 1 through 10 on your piece of paper. What would you rate yourself on distraction, 1 through 10? I'm going to do it with you right here, right now in real time. Distraction is a huge one for me. It's so hard. I create content, I go online, and then I see a video, and then, Telegram over here, showing support over there. Distraction, 1 out of 10. By the way, 10 being like bad. It's killing your dream. 1 being like it's not hurting your dream at all. Okay. Prognosi says, man, I'm pretty locked in. Distraction ain't too bad. Okay. By the way, actually, you know what? If you guys would I'm like slow. I am sorry. If you just like to put it in chat, that makes the most sense. Then you don't need paper. Hello. But just don't forget, identify which one is the best. I like it. Good job, Prognosi. Okay. What is your number dream killer right now? Distraction. For me, I'd rate distraction a 6. Distraction is high. How about your belief? Is your belief killing your dream? Some days you believe in yourself. Some days you think you're a piece of crap. Some days you say, what was I thinking? All my meme bags are going to 0. I'm never going to make it out here. Can I really make this big sale? Can I really match up with all these big dogs out here or these big cats out here? Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in your dream? Belief is huge for your dream. You must believe, as Master Uguay says, you must believe. If you don't believe in yourself, no one will believe in you. That's the big thing. So if you're out here, if dream is your meme rocket and you lack belief in it, you're not going to be able to sway or onboard anyone. You know what onboards people? Seeing 10 out of 10 belief. They say, man, this guy's been shilling this shit for 10 months straight every day. He makes 6 posts a day. Respect. And then he looks under the hood and sees. Belief, I'm going to give myself 1 out of 10. Actually, a 0. Belief is my strongest characteristic. I am a believer. And some of you may be too. What is your number one dream color, right? What is your number one dream color? I don't know. I like blue, I guess. I'm locked in belief, bro. 10. No, it's sorry if it's confusing. Yeah, it's opposites. So like 10, the 1 to 10, higher the scale, worse for your life, right? If it's a high score, it's bad for you. If it's a low score, it's technically something you're good at. So like belief, yeah, belief for you is 1. You said my belief. And I think, Shifu, I think you meant the same thing maybe? Like your belief is, see, I'm messing you guys up with the scale. I believe 10 out of 10. Bear with me. 5 to 6 here, won't lie. Okay, so that's Shifu in distraction. So distraction is decent for you. That's about the same as me. Let's see. Okay, Raylan says distraction. I've recently given up Discord and trying to do gaming. Whoa! Raylan's out here leveling up his life. By the way, I hope you're feeling better, bro. Okay, wow. So you guys know we got some gamer friends. I saw Bubba out there, Cody out there. Raylan's a big gamer. He says, I've given up Discord and trying to do gaming. Next will be YouTube and X scrolling and Netflix. Oh, Raylan, wow, bro. So obviously this is a driven change. Maybe you're getting contaminated with by how you speak. I feel like you've been contaminated by the dream in the best way possible, right? That it's maybe seeping in with you, because that's the truth of it, right? Not to, I'm gonna just zone in on Raylan for a second. That's the real good truth of it. So what we're going to do as we get through this list is you're going to find opportunities, and Raylan's killing it because he's already been thinking about his dream and he's already found opportunities, basically saying, man, I do want more money. I do want to pay off this house. I do want to get a new phone. I do want to get more plants in my garden. He's acknowledged that. He's recognized that and said, man, okay, so am I really doing, this is where it gets scary, right? Everyone has a dream. I shared a video today. It said every single person in a class had a goal, but only 5% wrote them down. And those 5% went further than everyone else. So everyone has a dream. Everyone wants more money. Everyone wants to pay off their mortgage. Everyone wants to make their dream come true. But what are you doing and what are you willing to do? And are there areas you say, oh, I'm too busy, I don't have time, where you could prioritize to make your dream reality? Because here is what's tough. I don't want to say it, but it's true. I have to say it. In order to make your dream come true, in certain places, you have to make sacrifices. You have to give and get. Some things go away. For me, besides you guys, it's social life. You won't catch me at the bar. You won't see me at the club. I haven't been to a concert in a long time. I do go to Disney World. That's the only thing I do. Okay, thanks for being transparent. I think I just saw Starseed maybe floating around out there. J-Dog floating around out there. What's up, dreamers? Okay. Okay, Shifu, I got you. White and black. Where did dream color even come from? We were just curious about dream colors. Awesome dream colors. All right. However, I also realized that those things can also be my muse and invigorate my creative juices. So yeah, it goes 50-50. I'll say one other note before we move forward is I recognize the same thing, that fun and release, if you go too extreme, you'll burn out. So I had recently did some stuff myself, and I gave myself one day to do 2 things I like. And that is go to Disney and watch a movie. I love movies. I said 1 day a week, right? So I have that discipline to say, okay, and I'm probably going to do both on the same day. And so now I've given myself 1 day. Now I have 6 to lock into my dream, and I don't go crazy. I still get to be human, right? Let's see. Haven't been to a night party before. Never been to a night party? That's because you're like 18. You know, when you get a little older, I mean, I had a stage in college. I worked out okay. So it's your life. It's up to you. What about girlfriends, bro? Would you give up on girls for the dream? Dang, good questions. Okay. I am looking for potential dream wife girl. It's in my timeline. I'm not going to lie to you. I have not dated, bro, in like a long time. Like I've been on dates, but I have not had a girlfriend in, I think, like 5 years. 5 years. I had some hardships in 2020, 2021. Ever since then, I've just been doing my thing. But now I'm opening the door and leveling up, and I will attract. But here's the thought I have, okay? So what about girlfriends? Would you give up girls for the dream? Here's what I'm looking for. I have thankfully changed my stance and evolved, and the girl that I find should help me make the dream better. Not like she's going to be in the back end with me, but the right woman will support your creations and dreams. And they say one of the biggest mistakes that you can make is finding a partner who is not aligned with you and what you want to do. Now, don't panic there, because some people are opposites. I can think of a billionaire couple. One is extreme sports and health. One is like McDonald's and watching TV, and they still make it happen. And they're both entrepreneurs. But what I've learned as late is that you want to find a woman who can basically level you up and enhance you, not take away from you. Oh, you can't do that dream stuff. Cuddle with me and watch movies. If that's my girl, it's not my girl. My girl's probably got to be doing something, creating something, or just be my number one fan. So anyway. Okay, let's keep going. We got distracted because Raylan's so cool and everyone else is too. Okay. So dream killers, distraction 1 through 10, belief 1 through 10. Next, environment. What would you rate your environment? Is your environment one of the leaks, one of the main core things that could be holding you back from your dream? I can tell you it has a very big effect on you. Whenever things get a little bit messy in my house, it's a reflection of my inner mind. If you have a garage that's full of crap, shout out to my mother. Shout out to my mother. I love her. She's got a garage full of crap. That is a reflection of the thoughts that are going inside. If there's a box over here and this is, that's what's going on in the mind. Occasionally this happens to me. Maybe it's a pile of laundry. Maybe it's too many silverware in the sink, right? I try to put things in the dishwasher. Maybe it's that. And it's like, I'm feeling bad now. I'm feeling disorganized. I'm feeling like I'm forgetting things. Having that order just makes you feel good. So what would you rate your environment? My environment is a 1. No, my environment's a 2. The thing that would level me up more is being around other people who are creators. If I worked in an office and we had dreamers in there every day and we were locked in like that, oh man, it'd be a 5x. But otherwise, I'm focused. Things are good. Okay. Do you lack clarity? Okay, Prognosis says 2. He says environment's pretty good. Okay. Do you lack clarity? Clarity is the next one on the list. So maybe another way to say this is, are you unclear about your goals? Are you unclear about your dream? This could be a big leak. You want to be successful. You listen to the inspirational stuff. You're seeking inspiration. You're seeking direction, but you just don't know what to do. Clarity is power. When you get clear about things, then you know where you're going. When you know where you're going, you have a better idea about what kind of tasks you should do, what you should be working on every day. If your goal is to be Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mr. Olympia, what do you think his day-to-day would be? Well, it wouldn't be watch Netflix or go to the movies. It would be, I definitely got to have my 3 meals a day, my gym workout for 2 hours, my visualization for 1 hour, practicing my poses in the mirror, right? It's like, you got to know where you're going. So what would you rate yourself 1 through 10 on clarity? I would give myself a 2.5. I'm probably the most clear out of a lot of people I know. I know my dreams. I know a lot of things I want to achieve. The reason I give myself a 2.5 is because I've been blessed with callings. I know my core calling, but every once in a while it'll be like, man, should I just like pause the giant dream and travel the world for 1 year to get inspiration to experience life? I'm not going to lie to you. That is something that I think about. What, J-Dog, you couldn't say that in the live chat, bro? I'm here. I guess you could, so I'm not going to say the name, of course, but J-Dog, who I guess is, he just sent me a private message I saw in real time. He says, I got a girl to introduce to you. We found out J-Dog lives in Florida. So J-Dog, send her over, man. You never know. It could be crypto that brings her around. Okay. Let's see. So 0. So Prognosis, You're crystal clear on your goals. That is amazing. Raylan says, my distractions are in a certain environment. Without those distractions, I've changed my environment. Okay. Yeah, it could be situational. Like if I'm hanging out with my family, I'm not getting anything done. We'll just talk and have fun and play board games and tag, and a lot of young kids over there. Okay. Next, fear of judgment. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you fear what other people think about you? Man, I really want to start social media content, but what if my friends from high school blast me? Where do you rate on that? Fear of failure. I'm sorry, not fear of failure. Fear of judgment. Other people's opinion on you. Where do you rate on that? For me, I would give myself a 3, and that's being extremely honest. I stopped caring to a degree. Used to be an 8, let go. Made all new social medias. That helped me. I'm free. I'm talking to strangers. I do still a little bit care what people think. I do. Yes, I think it's important because it's your reputation, right? So there's a fine line between YOLO, take a risk, do some things that may make you look vulnerable, may make you look dumb, stupid, but don't be too afraid to take those risks, because if you play it too safe, you ain't going anywhere, which is sad and true. So I've done a few cringe things. Actually, almost everything I've done is cringe in hindsight. But what's changed? You know, the friends, if they were my real friends, I still got a few real friends. Shout out to Danny. Shout out to JT. Shout out to Mark. Mark, where you at, bro? Hit my line. Those are some like high school friends. Okay, we got 8. Okay, so we found a pain point for some of you. I think this is the higher score for a couple of you. So for Prognosi, fear of judgment. Now, bro, this I'm actually shocked by, because you post like 24/7, but maybe it's around your own people. So I want to say one other thing. Fear of judgment. Let's actually talk about this one just for a second, because I don't know. If you're not in school anymore, those people can't judge you. Maybe at your day-to-day job, people could judge you. But what are we talking about here? In the scope of our dreams, right? You have a dream. What's it going to take to reach this dream? I mean, your friends at work, if you're worried about them judging you, they may never even need to know about the dream chasing journey you're doing. You don't even need to tell them ever. I actually think it's a decent recommendation to make new social medias if people knew you about who you were and you're trying to be someone new. It's a longer road, but it is very freeing. So I'm thinking of that. I guess if it's not people you know personally, would it be people in the world, right? So like maybe in order to make your dream come true, you need to go knocking on doors to sell stuff. You got to knock on thousands of doors, and you're worried they're going to say, hey, you mother effer, get off my porch and I don't want to see you again. Wham, they slam the door. I get it. I don't want to do door-to-door cold sales. I can understand. But ultimately, like that person's not going to know you. And this is something I've said a few times is like, if you're out in the world, one thing to justify it is there's 8 billion people, right? If you're at an airport or something else, you're like, yeah, I did just trip and fall. And that was kind of embarrassing. But I'm not famous. None of these people know who I am. I'll probably never see these people again. So, hey, get up, be confident in yourself, and move on. I do fear people's judgment. LOL. Maybe a high. Okay. Dude, this is fine. This is good. I appreciate you guys' transparency. You have to identify your number one out of these. Reputation is essential. I care about that as well. 5, one of the reasons why I'm not an outside person. Okay, so we found some pain for people. Some pain is fear of judgment. Fear is a big thing in this human world. The irony, dream $100 million. Fear of judgment will be reduced. That's true, bro. And so that's where, so this is where, okay, what is the antidote to fear, right? Faith versus fear. Devil versus angel, devil versus God, right? Faith versus fear. What is another word for faith? Belief. Now you've just got over the target, Raylan, because understand this. What we preach is belief is number one. If you can believe in the dream with 100% certainty to the best of your ability, to the best that it's possible. That conviction and belief is what makes everything happen. It's like me and how I speak multiplied out. And that's why we're doing what we're doing, because these are just laws, my friend. So I get what you're saying. If you guys are not in the loop and not catching this. So Raylan is talking about, okay, fear is a thing for him. Maybe he's scared to shill dream to people, right? Oh, I don't want to shill dream to my coworkers and my friends because it's a meme coin. It's risky. What if it goes to zero? But he was saying the irony, if dream is 100 million, or better yet, 250 million, I'm shilling it to every single person I know. And that is the gap. And that gap is belief. And that's why meme coins are how they are, right? Because for most people, seeing is believing, which means, I mean, man, it's such a harder world to navigate in. How can you see your mansion if you're living in an apartment? I mean, how can you believe you're going to be a millionaire when you're bagging groceries? That's so hard to fathom. How can I see that? See, that's the thing. Belief is a must. You must be able to visualize, to brainwash yourself. Raylan, you got the access to the course too. That's the brainwashing belief system. You have it because you're in the Dreamers Library. So anyway, okay. Fearless makes more reckless. Then start doing mistakes. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to keep moving forward or I talk on this all day. Okay, fear of judgment. Next, 1 through 10, perfectionism. What would you rate yourself on perfectionism, 1 through 10? For me, perfectionism is one of my flaws. I put distraction at 6. Perfectionism, I'm getting better at it. I'd still give myself a high rating. I give myself like a 7. Yeah, I'd give myself a 7 on perfectionism. I'm not afraid what other people think, but I think I would be better off letting shit fly. Excuse my French, rare swear. Just letting stuff fly. And like, I made a cat video today and it took like an hour. I was kind of annoyed by that. And I'm split between, man, should I just make like 20 videos for volume, or do I just really tune in to making quality? But then you make quality and it gets 8 likes, right? And you're like, damn, but it only takes 1. So perfectionism for me definitely held me back. I want the post to be perfect. And you can even look, is Dream Dev. I have had perfectionism hurt us in the chat. If you've been here early on, I've loosened up. I used to be more uptight. We can't listen to music in the chat. It's only motivation. That's like extremism, the narrow-mindedness. I said, you know what? A little music's good. We'll welcome in a little bit music, but no degenerate stuff, but we'll let a little bit stuff in. Or man, I can't retweet this custom content that Mr. Scene made because Dreamcat has a pocket square and he's not supposed to have a pocket. And I don't even know if that's a thing. It's just an example. I don't know. Can I share this or not? I said, it's okay. It can't be perfect. How can you be perfect when you're at 200K? You know where you lock in on this stuff? When you're on TV, when you grow, you fine tune things in. Okay. So perfectionism, I give myself a 7. Let's see what we got. I'm reading bottom. I got Troll King here. Maybe we're over his target. Perfectionism. I am perfectionist and I do quality over quantity. Is that for me then like a high 8? Okay. I mean, it's up to you. You decide what the scale is. Okay. Or like a low 2. So a high score. Well, this depends, Troll King. What we're trying to find is your biggest gap that's in between you and your dreams. So if perfectionism you think is serving you and you feel like the quality over quantity is like fine in your life and in the pursuit of your dreams, then it's okay. In my case, I don't think it's the number one thing killing me, but I think getting that number ideally lower to a less factor would be good for me. If I'm less perfect, if I balanced, if I strive for quality, but I also just let some videos fly sometimes, right? I don't consider it hinders me. Boom. Then you would put that as like a 2. You'd put that as a 2 is all in the clear, and hey, you're a perfectionist and we know who we are, but it's not holding you back. Good for you. Love yourself, Mr. Scene says. So maybe that was fear of judgment, perfectionism. Mr. Scene's tapped in. Okay, 3 to 4, Shifu says. 3 to 4 for perfectionism. I balance it with delivery. Okay, good. Okay, next, here's a big one. Inconsistency. Oh my gosh, this is the biggest one for many people. And there's one more I'm going to add myself. Inconsistency. Prognosis. You give me too much credit, bro. You give me too much credit. I'm going to put myself on blast here. I'm going to give myself a 6. I'm going to give myself a 6 on inconsistency. And you'd never believe it. Because you said, Dream. He just tagged me yesterday and said Dream is one of the most consistent people I know. Now, I'll let you guys think of your answer and share anything you want in the chat. But while you're thinking of that, I can tell you, in a sense, yes, I show up and I do the Dream Talks. I'm in the Telegram every day. I'm in the X every day. However, there are still leaks. Being in the Telegram every day is good. It's positive. It's being on X every day is positive. But when you set the bar super, super high, well, even when you're perceivably winning, you're still losing. I'm losing, bro. Let me tell you how. I am a shell of myself. I'm getting better, but what are we talking about? The gap between you and your greatest self. That is the name of this podcast. It's not about being good. If you want to make your dream come true, you're going to have to outperform or out-talent or out-believe or, be a visionary somewhere, buying a meme coin before anyone sees it. You're going to have to do one of these outlier, rare things. So when I think about that, yeah, I'm consistent. But if I were just to be able to make 5 videos every single day on Instagram and Facebook, like I'd have 5,000 followers already. I wanted to do this for so long. This has been something that I had a goal that I've been talking about for months. Content creation, and I'm just getting in my flow. I made 5 videos 2 days ago, 1 yesterday, and 1 so far today. You can see it in real time. It's so hard. It's so hard to have the discipline, which is the next one, to balance everything, to make your priorities and get them done and say, man, this is my top priority. So today is the 30th. Tomorrow is the start, I think. Tomorrow, I don't think this is a 31-day month. Tomorrow is the start of a new month. So you have a new 30 days. I've written down 60-day goals. Videos is one. And that may mean I'm a little bit less in the TG. I'm a little bit less on X. But that's where the dreamers can come together. Whatever you do to serve the dream can fill in the gaps. And that's why we must build a real community. Anyway, I digress. Consistency. Let's see where you guys are at. Okay, Shifu. It's a big one. Raylan says 10. 10 for Raylan. Okay, known. Shifu says 7 biggest. Okay, so there's another big one. Wait, I always turn up. So a 9. Yeah, give yourself a little bit of credit. Give yourself a little bit of credit, right? As dreamers, we are usually very hard on ourselves, right? We're very extreme. We beat up on ourselves and say like, man, we're doing nothing. And it's like, well, man, Prognosis, you have showed up, every single day. At least I have been in the chat every single day. Most, aren't or are super inconsistent. Just retweeting Amos. So, okay, good note. I'm honestly mega inconsistent, which is why I'm trying to remove distractions. Dude, you're already on your way. Taking back time gives me breathing room. Powerful. Saturday is 1 tease. Saturday is this a typo? Rate of 1 to 10, 6%. Or 6, you mean? Okay, Henry, got you. So you give yourself a 6 on inconsistency. So look, if we're just thinking for the whole chat here, consistency is a big focus area. And what was the other big one? Fear of judgment. It's good to learn your guys' own things that are holding you back. Okay, one more. We're getting through it. Discipline. What do you rate yourself on discipline? What is discipline? Discipline means you know what you need to do, but you don't settle. So, I'm, again, huge weakness. Let's give myself a 9. Yes, I'm giving myself a 9. Discipline. And this is all going to make sense. Discipline is okay. Here's how it goes. You get up for your job each day and go to work because if you don't, you'll get fired. It's easy to be disciplined. You drag your feet, but you show up because it's like your job, and most people do. But imagine you are your own boss and you just have to get up because you're telling yourself to get up, but you could sleep in that bed all day if you wanted to. You could free will max. I've done this a few times. I've been like, F it. I'm stressed out. I really need to make 5 videos. I made 0 today. We'll do it tomorrow. F it. I'm just going to go to Disney World because free will maxing. I can do that. I'm just going to do that. Yes. Problem for me. Discipline. Huge areas. Damn, another big one. Okay, but not for troking. A 4 for me on discipline. I'm very consistent, but I'm limited by everything else I got in life. Yeah, dude. I mean, you do a great job. If you guys don't know Trollking and you're in the comments, definitely give him a follow. Trollking is a builder just like us. Trollking is a builder. He's building something. He's got the Trolls Den. He does giveaways. He brings people together. He's a people connector, people person, can be a savage depending on who's commenting, but is an extremely nice guy. So a big fan of Troll King and I appreciate the love you show us always. So discipline, you give yourself a 6. Okay, so an opportunity potentially. Raylan says an 8. Discipline for work, but for my dream, inconsistent. Damn, that's just such like, I'm saying damn, not like negative. It's just such a revelation in real time, right? Like the fact that you can say it, and this is, I'm not here to judge you guys. I'm being honest with you about mine too. This is for our own betterment. That's what we're trying to do. Make our dreams come true. If we can't be honest with ourselves about our dreams, then we're just lying to ourselves. Maybe that's a fear of what other people are going to think. I'm not going to share my vulnerabilities. I'm scared of what this person lives in. Every single person in this comment lives in a different country. I think I'm, in the live comments, by the way, here's a crazy stat. Wow, it's a crazy stat. Confirmed. In the live chat, Amos snuck in there too. I don't know if I shouted him out. In the live chat, I'm the only one here from America right now. J-Dog messaged me, he's from America. But we have Australia. I always forget where Troll King's from. It makes me think of Elsa, Frozen. It's Norway. It's right around there. It's like bordering those. I always forget the name. Sweden, it's right around there. Norway, the forest. He's around there somewhere. Australia, India, Africa, Mexico. Cool and crazy. Morocco, yeah. Prognosi. Man, this is so cool. I would never imagine. Shout out to you guys knowing English. Okay. Now, here's the last thing I want to say about this. You got your list. Which one was number 1? That was the only problem about putting them in the chat. If you're taking notes at home, what was your number 1? I'm going to rank my top 3. I'll just put them here to I don't know, keep it in the chat in case someone comes later. So discipline was, it's a typo, but I'm just going to let it fly. Discipline is a 9. That was my number 1. Then I think perfectionism was a 7, but I don't really think that's deterring me right now. But inconsistency, I'm changing inconsistency. Inconsistency is not a 6. If perfectionism's a 7, perfectionism's a 5. I changed my mind. Inconsistency, I'll give myself a 7 and I'll upgrade that. That's probably more honest. Inconsistency, 7. And then the last one for me, and you only need 1, I'm just overachieving, is distraction. Distraction is a 6. So, what is your number 1? The number 1 out of all of them? Yeah, I can run them down in order. So we had distraction, belief, environment, unclear goals, clarity, not clear about your goal or your dream, fear of judgment, what other people think, perfectionism, inconsistency, and discipline. So let's see Troll Kings. Okay, he was in order. So the last one was the biggest one. Okay, so for you, it's discipline. Insightful. Awesome, awesome. I know, my man, I got you covered. Nigeria. Sweden. I think I said that on my second guess. I was over the target. Okay, so now here's what I want to say. All of this, these are all what I would call leaks. These are the things, a multitude of these things are currently in between you and your dream. We can't just magically fix ourselves overnight. We can't just we want to. We want to take the quantum leaps. I don't want to lose Mr. Scene. I believe in quantum leaps. They happen. But when we try to change the entire world in one step, we usually get overwhelmed. And then sometimes that's where we just say the hell with it, right? I need to do this. I need to do this. It's just too much. I'm going to scroll instead. Oh yeah, that happens to me. You feel some kind of way inside. It's like the emotional overwhelm. I have experienced that. So what we're doing is we're zoning in on one, and I'm going to give you an exercise to do, and we are going to bridge this gap between this week and next week and see if you can see what a week looks like for yourself. You can do a week. Anything's possible in a week. I've fasted for 3 days because I had a bigger why. No food for 3 days. I would not choose that unless I had a big why. Is your dream a big enough why to make you want to change one of these things? We just talked about free will. I'm not the boss giving you, you're here voluntarily. You don't have to do this at all. You can just say, this was fun, this was good, and you know what? At least I know, but I'm not going to do that. See, that's the hard part, is that's where, I mean, it's a choice, but if you think it's valuable or not, you do it or not. So the last thing I want to say on this is, in the success space, when we're reading these books and we're studying success, discipline and consistency are 1A and 1B. These are the two biggest, beliefs important, all these other things are important, but those are the two biggest killers. Fear is a huge one too. Prognosis said fear was his. Fear of judgment. Thanks for sharing that. That can be a huge one, but discipline and consistency. For dream, because I'm representing dream, those are the big two for us. And the crazy thing is, we have the power, we have everything set up, we know what we need to do, we have the skills to do it, we have the opportunity to do it, and we're still doing it. Don't get discouraged here. We're not failing. We're doing great, okay? Let me just be clear. When I say that, understand that I'm talking about dream could be 2 million market cap right now, right? Or, man, I did Jupiter strict list and it took me 2 days. I could have done that 8 months ago. It's dude, lock the frick in. So discipline and consistency are big, big ones. Okay, you have them. Now, we're going to skip one thing because we're already in motion. Here's the exercise. It's a 7-day promise. A 7-day promise to yourself, just to see what's possible for your life, to see if you targeted it in on your biggest weakness, your biggest leak, and found a way to overcome it, or not fully fix it, but stretch yourself, improve on it in a small way. And remember, keep your dream in mind. Maybe some of you don't know your dream yet. It makes it a little bit more challenging. That's okay. Don't worry about that. Just think about your life and what your current goal is. Okay. What's stopping you? What's a current goal and what's preventing you from getting there? Okay. Now you level it in, and what you're going to do, choose a meaningful action. So one small action related to your thing. It has to be small enough that you can do it, that you're not I'm going to make $10 million tomorrow. Okay, well, come on. We got to do something smaller. Small examples would be, I haven't been to the gym. I've been wanting to go to the gym for 2 years. I'm going to commit to at least show up to the gym every day for 7 days. That doesn't mean do an hour workout. It means get in the car, drive to the gym, go inside, pick up the dumbbells, do one set for 2 minutes and leave if you want to. If that's all you can get yourself to do, do it. You're making a motion. You're creating a new pattern. If it's you want to read books, how about it's 10 minutes of reading your book every night for 7 days and say, wow, this week I read 70 pages. At this rate, I could read 1 book a month. That's 12 books a year. That's 120 something books a decade. I'd be a genius. You could be an expert in anything if you read 10 pages a night for a decade. Do you understand? The gap between success and mediocrity is so small, but so huge at the same time. It's just the small micro differences that make the world of difference. We can show up. Here's another one. If you lack consistency, some people say consistency in what? Making a post every day, maybe for a dream. Maybe it's a bull post for a dream. Maybe it's a GM. What is it for you? For your life, whatever. Can you do that for 7 days? Can you work on that consistency and practice being consistent in that. Okay. So yeah, choose one meaningful action, small enough that you can achieve it, but important enough to make momentum. Let's see what that is. I'm going to set mine right now because if I didn't do it, I'd be actually, I already know what it is. Okay. I'm already doing it. I started it 3 days ago. No one motivated me. Self-motivated when you know your dream. It's to post at least one video every day. That is just like they said. My goal, by the way, is 5 to 10. That's my goal. Post 5 to 10 videos a day. So when I only post one, I'm failing. I'm failing and succeeding at the same time, because you could say, wow, you're so consistent. You post that video every day. He said, my goal was to post 5 a day. Because if I post 5 a day, it'd be a quantum leap. I'm still going to try to record more tonight, but that is my goal. So I commit starting from today, Thursday to Thursday. But if I do it every day, I have to post something on Sunday. I don't know. Yeah, you know what? Fine. I'll do it. It won't be on X, but I'll prove it. I'll do it on my Instagram. One video for the next 7 days. If you'd like more accountability, would you be willing to share with us? You've identified, because I don't want to lose you here. We found your thing. In the line of that thing. So let's look at people here. All right, let's use you guys as an example. Fear of judgment. Prognosis, fear of judgment. Okay, prognosis. Fear of judgment from who? We just got to get to the answers here, right? Fear of judgment on X. Are you afraid you have avatars? Are you afraid to put yourself out there? I don't know if that can even help you or hurt you. I don't know if it matters per se. Are you afraid to, I don't know, hang out with people in your community? Maybe it's going to a place and opening the door or saying hi to 3 people in your grocery store once a day. Fear of judgment in what way? Find where that avenue is, and then find a small action that you can take to conquer that fear of judgment. Put yourself in a position to be judged. Maybe you fear, man, if I say hi, they're going to say, what's up, loser? Get out of my face. I don't know what you think, bro. This is just like random. So I don't know what's going through people's heads, but that would be an example. Let's see, who else can we use? Okay, Raylan's choosing discipline. So discipline, you're already doing a great job. You're pulling back some things. Discipline. I guess you just got to think about what do you, and you can give yourself double homework. So if you need a mission statement, make yourself a mission statement. I am not an expert on that, so I can't tell you what to do or a recommendation. But when a mission statement can guide like your purpose and your goals. So I put things up on my wall, and it's like they're objectives. Like, here's my 4. I could get them for you. I have 2 lists up right now. One of them says like 2026, and there's a priority list. This is how I got good grades in college. I made a priority list. In college, it was like grades, body, fun. And like, if I looked at the list, time to go to party, is this going to affect my grades? I can't do it. Right now, it's content is number 1. This is what I have to do. I have to blow up. I have to create. We have to bring in new people. Content is number 1. Money is number 2. Body is number 3. Travel to the best Christmas destinations in the United States of America this December is number 4. Those are my 4 key focus areas for this year. All right. So we gave a few examples. You guys think of what you got for that. Okay. Boom. Now, wrapping this up, I had to skip over one thing. First, we did potentials, not performance. Then we did what is your number 1 dream killer? But there's one more. And this is, you're going to hate this one the most. Sorry. Creating versus consuming. This is a fun time. It's easy to be here. All you got to do is show up. When we show up to the VC, it's powerful. I still listen every single day. I don't listen the whole time, but I still listen every day. I consume that. It's easy to get caught up in consumption, meaning, man, as soon as I finish this course, then I'm going to chase my dream. But I got to be perfect, right? Or I'm scared of one of these other things comes in. I need to start that course, but I'm procrastinating. I'm inconsistent, so you never do. But is that just an excuse? There is a big gap between creation and consumption. Consumption feels good. Reading books is good. I feel like I'm learning. I feel like I'm moving forward. But what makes the dream come true? Not reading books. It may give me an idea, but what really makes the dream come true? Doing a shill and chill, joining Troll King on a mega shill space, doing shills and chills, creating. What makes DreamCat come true? Let's talk about that. Creating versus consuming. You're here, you're consuming the content, you're retweeting. Creation makes everything happen. You make a video. Prognosi made us an amazing video before, cats. Content, creating content and posting content makes things happen. My number one goal right now, content creation. If I'm creating on Instagram, which I am proud of myself a little bit, this week, I think it's been like 8 days now, from 42 followers to 242 followers on Instagram. Organic, proud of that. And in that same stretch, from like 20 followers on Facebook to 1,900 followers on Facebook in the last 9-10 days. I feel like I'm losing, but I'm still winning because the dream is so big. So, okay, that's important. Creation. Now, if I can reach, here's a mini update. 2 weeks from now, we will be able to stream this on not just YouTube, not just X, but we'll now be able to add my Facebook page back. That Facebook page has just gained 1,900 followers. Now, I'm doing content about a lot of stuff. The least amount's been crypto so far. It's been dreams, positivity, knowledge, AI. But 1,900 people, what if 3 of those people listen? It's a streamline. You see, so creating is how that makes everything happen. You make one video and it goes viral. The dream is real. We put out one clip. It's retweeted by the right person. It only takes one. It takes one shill. When you think about what moves the price, it's creation. Creation makes the price. So we're in the Telegram. It's important. It's important for us to build relationships, to talk, to actually be a community, to grow, to progress in our lives, to laugh, to have fun, to share moments. But that's not a huge price mover, except sometimes the Telegram's a funnel. New people come in and what they see judges if they buy. They're listening to the stream right now. Shout out to you, new guy, tuning in with us for the first time ever. Come on, dude, get yourself a bag of dream. It'll be the best decision ever. Not financial advice. No, that was a little hypey, but like you should have a bag of dream. I mean, we've been building here 2 years, 3 months. The dream's real. The dream's huge. Maybe you'll solve our riddle. Okay. You get it. You get it. Output versus input. Can't talk. Output versus input. Huge difference. Yes. Consuming versus creating, right? So Raylan, gaming, that's consumption. So you already fixed yourself. You're consuming, right? What do you get from it? Pleasure, joy. Netflix, consuming, you're watching. But imagine if you were to create a film that went on Netflix. Now you're at a red carpet premiere. You're a married guy, but you're on the date with the fine honey. You're the one doing a TV interview. You're the one whose social media following is going up. You're the one walking the red carpet, and you're the one now getting checks in your mail, and you got to create, and you can still watch it. But the truth is, if I'm going to be real with you guys, is you can win by you can buy an investment and it can go to the moon. And if you consume all that content, then you're winning. But if I'm being honest with you, because look, this is what's it called? Where you're biased. I'm biased. If I tell you to stop consuming, maybe less people start coming here. I want more people to come here. I want more. So like you can see my dilemma, right? But I want to shoot it to you straight. I do think Dream Talk is a really good place. But if you choose to create something for your dream or the dream, and there's a short absence, that creation has the power to move mountains. A big shout out to Mr. Scene. Mr. Scene's made a shift. I think his belief grew, and he had a level of belief, and now he's here's what I saw, maybe a shift in Mr. Scene's belief. Over a certain little period of time, maybe 3-4 weeks, he started being more active in the Telegram, replying to other people, and creating content almost daily. Big shout out to him. I see you, Mr. Scene. Salute. I didn't even get to tell you how great your last piece of content was. So salute, man. And I don't want to leave anyone out, but Mr. Scene, that was just a one-off shout out. So, okay. That's the lesson. Was it solid? Was it good? Was it insightful? Is there something that you can take from it? Let me ask this question. Don't lie to me. I don't want to be lied to. Just if you don't want to answer, just don't. who is going to take the 7-day promise? This is accountability, right? This is why we do things. Accountability. If you tell me right now, if you're not afraid to fail, by the way, it's okay to fail. If you take the 7-day promise and you only do it for 6 days, that's better than the 0 days you would have done. I am taking on the 7-day promise. 1 video per day. If I don't, I'll give away 50,000 Dream to someone who was watching. I'll give away 50,000 Dream to one person who's commented in this chat. I have an idea of everyone who's been here. It's been about the same people for a little while. If you commented in this live chat, you're eligible. If I fail, I will be taking on the 7-day promise. I would encourage you to find a small thing that you can do. I'll try my best, I promise. Good for you, brother. What's your thing? What was your number one? I'm going to challenge you. I'm sorry, I'm going to challenge you. What was your number one area of improvement? And what do you think you could possibly do? You don't have to share the second part, but what's your area of improvement? And just think about it, okay? Kumbaya, it's done. That's our lesson. But let's do some other things. I hope that was good for you guys. I hope it was insightful. Sometimes it's good to just take action. Oh, here's Satoshi. Satoshi says it's a commitment to oneself. I saw that, Raylan. I saw that. I saw the, I don't know where I saw you. You followed me on YouTube and I saw you there, but I saw you somewhere else pop up. And I was like, oh man, Raylan getting out here. Doxed as well. That's a leap. Yeah, there's power when you dox. It could, yeah. I mean, some people, you can see the reactions behind the face. You meet the people, you know them better. So 5. This isn't clear enough, Henry Paul. I think you're coasting, calling your bluff. We don't want the numbers. We want the name. Okay, let's move forward, guys. Let's do some other stuff, shall we? Let's pull up. Oh, it's right here for me. We do little updates and we check out the Dream chart. We have a quote of the day. We have a giveaway to do. Okay, so a few more things. And let's take a quick gander at these. Current price update. 197K market cap. Hey, we're not where we want to be, but we're blessed. We got positive momentum. We just dropped. Oh, you can't even see it. It's like, oh, there it is. Did you notice that it was there? This is how you know, by the way. It's not going away. It's on Deck Screener and it's on the website. The chess piece was there. Did you even notice that? So no, the challenge isn't technically over. It's still there. We're doing good. We're on our way. The Dream is humongous. There is no light chill of Dream. There is no competition to Dream. There's amazing cats. I want to see everyone succeed. There's amazing projects. There's amazing builders. We're not trying to boast or whatever, but there is a bigger dream behind the Dream. And technically someone could mimic it, but no one would ever be able to mimic the meme coin once all is revealed. Because once we're actually in motion of the Dream, people just don't do these things, especially not in meme coins. So, hey, we're doing good. Do you have enough? Do you have some? Are you waiting to sell it for a little 2x? Do you sell your tokens I give you and you went on a giveaway to take your $1, $2 when it could be 500 with some patience? What a game. What a challenge. All right. So that's the Dreamcat chart. Let's get rid of that. And now let's do quote of the day. Quote of the daisy. Oh, it's a good one. All right. It's a good one. All right. Here it is. The Dreamcat quote of the day. Nothing haunts you more than the gap between who you could be and who you currently are. Man. So this is a visual. If you needed a visual to put it all together, there you are on one side of the fence, on one side of the gorge. And there in the clouds is the absolute legend. I don't want to be blasphemous and say God, right? Because I feel like that would be kind of blasphemous. But this reminds me of Lion King, where Simba's dad died and he was in in the clouds. It's like, man, he's illuminating. He has an aura. He's larger than life. He's bigger than the entire mountain. That is Dream, who the entire world knows. That is the Dream who has, merch in the stores. That is the Dream who you see on your TV for his upcoming movie. Like, that's the Dream. But there's a gap here. And like I said, creating versus consuming, I can believe all day. I can know that no one is like, we have the best potential and we can, we're this long-term, and the dream is real and blah, 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 blah. But what really matters most is execution. And there's gaps all over the place. But it's okay that there's gaps because listen, gaps are the game of life. What do we talk about? Becoming. That's part of why you're here. You didn't sign up for this, but now it's happening to you. If you're here, the goal is to become. Can you become the greatest version of yourself? Can you, using the universal laws that we teach, right? Join us on Saturdays at 9:00. Through these laws that other people have used to create their dream life, we understand that success isn't this elusive thing that comes from the success fairy. It's not just getting lucky. Success leaves clues. And we are following them. Discipline and consistency, by golly, those are important. So do we just want to say who we can be, or do we want to take actions to create? And I put that challenge out to the community too. I want everyone to be in their own realm. Whatever you do is what you do. Like if you've never spoken to anyone before, you're probably not going to be our best video creator. That's fine. But can we salivate over what the dream can be? Or can we quantify that? Can the dreamers, can the believers take the dream from, I know we're going to 1 million, I know we're going to the moon, and instead of just the belief in the projected vision, what are we going to do about it? I'm in. You see me. I'm content creation for me right now. That's my target goal. I'm in for it. We're cooking. You can't call me lazy, Dave. Okay. But can you do one of these things to bridge the gap? Because here's the fun thing. If we just dropped this big thing and you want to see the dream go to reality, and you're like, man, I need to change my life in the next year. Well, here's the cool thing. The dreamers have the power to do this, because the only problem with the dream is that it's nothing without people, and we're not going to fake it. That's important. The dream can't move forward until there are real dreamers who invest in it, and you don't have to be an investor. You could just be someone who enjoys our community, who makes content for fun, to hang out. You come here to learn, all good too. But it needs the real people. It needs people who, I am a Dreamcat dreamer, right? We need those people. We have amazing friends and allies like Troll King, right? Troll King is a good friend. He's here showing love. He's learning. He may have a small dream bag, but he can never be a dreamer all the way, because he's the Troll King. He's this community creator, right? So he has people who come to the Troll King community and they have a troll PFP. They are a troll, right? That's their identity. And that is what we are. We're going to put out this energy, and it may be you. It may not be you. Only 2 of you could be here in the future. Maybe 3, maybe 1, maybe 0. I don't want to speak that over you. I love these diehard dreamers. Trust me, I want to say I want you to be the one. But who will be the 1,000 believers? It's just math. It only takes one moment. Some people have already left. They missed it. They won't get to see it. They already went on to other things. But what if there's a flip of the switch? Something goes viral. A Dreamcat video goes viral. It gets 2 million likes, and 800 people come in the Telegram overnight, and it goes from 200K to like 10 million. Well, then what happens then? Well, it wouldn't be that crazy anymore. You wouldn't be holding on for dear life. It wouldn't be, oh, I hope, I wish, or maybe someday, or maybe I'm just delusional. You got to have vision. You got to have vision for a dream. And I am confident that I never put a timetable on it. I never put a timetable. The timetable is really on the people who are part of the dream. So enough shilly, willy-nilly. Let's sort of wrap this up, right? Shifu, no problem, bro. Drop it on Telegram. That's awesome. Henry Paul, GM, everyone. Morning to all the dreamers, and share powerful, inspiring, motivational quotes. I meant Mr. Scene. He doxed. Yeah, he secretly doxed a couple times. So he's sneaky, but yes, he has revealed himself. Nice, handsome young man. I'm off Discord until Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. No games for 7 days. Netflix will be hard. Okay, cool. So no games for 7 days. And dude, power to you. You already took initiative yourself. You decided these things before you got here. All right, let's look for an MVP. Who can be the MVP? Let's see. Let me look on X. Let's look together. So I'm keeping you guys involved. Let's see. Do a quick review. See who's max engaging out here. Because some of you may do that. Like Amos, sometimes he blows up the Telegram. The Telegram's tough. I don't see it during dream chats. But let's check out the X. All right, let's see who we got. Because if you didn't retweet, you're not going to be an MVP. All right. Let's see. Let's make it easy right here by looking at the retweets. Thanks, J-Dog. Appreciate that, bro. Troll King. Thanks for that, bro. You're in. Ask of Joseph. Is this? No, because I don't see you in the live chat. Mr. Scene retweeted. Showed up with us a little bit in the chat. Satoshi retweeted. Been here the whole time. Mr. Scene, if you're here, make a comment. No, you know what? I gotta be real. I gotta do MVP. That's what I said. Raylan. All right, I'll put Raylan on that list. Shifu's been here the whole time. I couldn't curb him. Henry Paul, I've seen you. All right. Mr. Scene with the comment. Okay, that's big. That's me. Okay. See, I gotta give those comments credit. Here the whole time, dropping comments. That's energy. Troll King, dude, what a legend. Thanks so much, bro. You're absolutely the MVP. Tagged 2 friends. 2 people who I also follow, by the way. Awesome. Thank you, Shifu. Amos, the only person to quote tweet it. Amos, if you're here, comment and I'll give it to you. Raylan, dude, I freaking love this. This is peak energy. I've never even seen this gift before, by the way. This is amazing. Okay, Raylan's definitely in. Raylan's in. Shifu's in. Troll King's in. Pretty sure, yeah, Mr. Scene and Satoshi made a comment. I'll give it to him. Yeah, and let's look back and see what I missed. Prognosi. Yeah, I'll give it to But Prognosi, you retweeted, right? As long as Prognosi retweeted, he's in. He was here whole time. And he used to make the goal of getting here. Oh no, Prognosi, don't do this to me. Oh man. Dang, Prognosi. I was so ready, bro. I love you all the same. I love you all the same. All right. Mr. Scene's here. Awesome. Henry Paul, please, boss, unmute. Have been banned on Telegram. I got you, bro. I got you. Bro, AJ, I got you, bro. No worries. I retweeted also and tagged 2 people as well. I'll tell you what, Henry Paul, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You may have been on autopilot. I may have caught you slipping, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. All right, did we cover our bases? We did. All right, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 dice. You know the rules. 1 dice. 1 through 6. Unmute. I see you, bro. All right, here we go. 1 through 6. What do we got? 6. 6 is... What did I say? You're on the list, Shifu. You're on the list, Shifu. Was it Mr. Scene? Or was it Henry? It may have been Henry. I think he was last. Yes, Henry. How about that, dude? You were the last name I listed. So I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, but I want to challenge you. We don't just want engagement. You know, this is the hard thing. If you're out there and you're trying to make money in Web3, matter of fact, I'll just send it to you in Soul because I don't want, I don't want to lose 30K dream, right? But listen, we don't care about, like, we just want it to be real. You know what I mean? So like, we don't ask to put comments. It's because we just want to engage. We just want to make it better. We just want to, interact with everyone. So the goal really is to cultivate, to help, to serve. So, we're looking for the realest stuff. So I'm going to keep that in mind with MVP, right? Big shout out to Raylan. I think, you know what I'm going to do? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just way too nice. We're going to give bro some soul, and I'm going to give Raylan and Prognosi 5K, except Prognosi, you don't have a wallet set up anymore. So it's going to fail. But Raylan, I'll give you 5K because you guys were so active in the comments. I'm going to give it to Shifu as well. Shifu, I got 5K for you, bro. Nice job. Okay. Let's see. I think we got most of that stuff there. So. All right. This is Dream Talk, aka, the genie. We talk about dreams and make them come true. Thank you so much for joining us on another installment, on another episode of Dream Talk. If you want to join us for a book club on Saturday, join us on stream. We're going to be talking about excuse-itis. Look forward to the next one and catch you on the next one. Good night. Facts. Ooh. Persons with mediocre accomplishments are quick to explain why they haven't, why they don't, why they can't, and why they aren't. Lift. Big time. Ooh. Oh. Wow. Fire. Damn. Alpha. I'm obligated to make this message, and I don't know if you'll be hearing it or who will be hearing it, but you may find this podcast, you may be a dreamer, you may be someone brand new looking through, and maybe it hasn't been discovered, maybe it hasn't been found. I don't know how it's going to unfold. That's part of the game. But if you're not inside the Telegram today, if you weren't following us on X in one 24-hour stretch, you're going to miss it. Even if you miss it, it's okay. The only reason you want to find it is for your own good and to progress the speed of the dream. It's all going to work out either way. It's just a matter of time. Time is your gap. So to make sure I fill that gap and give you a fair shot, I need to share a few things with you from the last couple of days. Let's move this in. This is a tweet that you needed to know or see. It's a tweet that I made on Dreamcat. It says this: the dream is near. As soon enough, it will all become clear. Tomorrow reveals one key clue. But look closely, this image holds one too. It reveals how strategically every detail was planned, years before anyone could understand. Be the first to decode the written pieces and reveal what they truly mean in a post, a video, a picture, or a meme. Tag me, of course, and include Dream so people begin to understand who's been orchestrating everything. Now, the bounty is gone. The bounty was not solved. It was not found. And there are many things in here that have meaning that could be foreshadowing, like the red lines or, the chess pieces or perhaps luck or games. But the one hidden clue that was in here was this and this. And that was, here's a closer look up close. That's the image up close, you see? Interesting, pretty good one. Want to play a game? I'm a game maker. Okay. Holy moly. All right. Well, it's a good thing no one thinks I'm here. I know I set it aside. Surely I put it in my email. Wow. I'm just going to explain it to you verbally. I don't see it. Maybe it's in my screenshots. Let's look. If you're here, you're here. I don't know what to tell you. I saw it. I screenshotted it. Where is it? Okay, so this picture you see here, there was one clue. That clue was solved. But if you're coming here new, if you're listening, you have no idea about any of that. So I don't want to leave you completely in the dark because I want to give you a chance, because this whole community is all about belief, and seeking you shall find is just a part of the game in the universe. So here's what the clue meant. There was a little riddle, and the riddle said, it was on the chance card. So if you zoomed into the chance card, it said, the calendar lies, but it must be this way. You can't hear it all on one day. Move back 2 spaces. And on the right side, there was the calendar. Well, this was cracked. The calendar lies. Okay. Move back 2 spaces. If 1095 equals 3 years in days, move back 2 would be 1093. So you've discovered 2 things in one, that the 1095 that showed up, or perhaps the number that you see at the bottom of the posts, 1046, 1057, all the different numbers. People have inferred that it is a countdown, and that the 1095 represents days of time. And they have solved that it's not 1095. It's a lie. It's 1093. That will serve you in the future. That is a clue, and you know the answer. Next, this here. This came out 2 days ago, 3 days ago, whatever it was. This was the last and so people had to solve it and figure out, what does this mean? There has been a multitude of clues like this that have come out. They exist. You can find them. You can solve them. If you solve the clues, you'll find more clues. You can solve those too. But as of today, they've gone unsolved. And it seems that it may continue that way. So it just must not be time. Everything is in good time. Well, you see, this was also cracked. So I want to tell you what you can find from this cracked clue and what it means. The message reads, so that was a cipher. It's called A1Z26. That's like a special magical name for it, okay? That was a cipher. Letters equal numbers. Numbers equal letters. And what the message said is the time that was most important is also important because it only takes 2 to tango, but a threesome to be something. Now, he talks about 2 errors, how, there wasn't a G here. That is by design. In the real code, there isn't a T here. There is a C here. C is 3. So it was an inversion. Threesome. So it would be C equals 3. It's inversed. This doesn't matter anymore. It was to tell you that it was a reflection. As above, so below. Yes, letters equal numbers and numbers equal letters. That doesn't matter. It's not relevant. Threesome is there. It takes a threesome to be something. This is telling you a multitude of things. It's a clue. You need the rest of the clues to make it make sense. But now you know the cipher. If you know the cipher, you can solve a lot. Some takes thinking, but with the cipher, anyone could have unlocked the $100 giveaway the other day. I was also ready to give away more money and do more things, but it's just not time. So the game continues. No worries, no problem. Next. This. I made this post as well, and it's important for you to have. It's a key. Clues that were solved. More were solved, but I'm just not going to bring attention to those. If you want to know what those were, well, go find them yourself or go look through and you can find them, or just solve it yourself. It's probably the easiest thing to do. Here's what you need to know. Letters are numbers. 1,095 equals days. Every post that has a pawn is relevant to this first piece. There are a few other clues. Actually, no, it may just be other things, mostly just infer to this subconsciously. But the things with the pieces, anything that has chess pieces is relevant. Time matters. Nobody factored in time. Time is important. Just like today. This video started 11 minutes and 11 seconds after everybody left. The range that you need to be most aware of doesn't mean there won't be more hints to old stuff, but if you want to know, look through June 7th to July 27th. Mainly Dreamcat, but a tiny bit of Genie. And as it goes on, it's going to get harder and harder because time is going to pass and you're going to have to go deeper. So it was a very, very good window of opportunity and possibility, but it's simply not time. And that's okay. Next. This is on dreamcat.xyz. Some people may have noticed there was many things telling you that the chess piece was relevant, right? But no one even, you could have solved the clues. Someone could have solved each clue as it came out, but there's not enough curiosity for the dream yet. Something that we say about the dream that you should know. Actually, I'll just tell you, I lied. Maybe there will be an extra clue just because you're here listening. Well, perhaps I'll give you one more. It doesn't matter now. If it doesn't matter now, it must matter later. Nothing today is everything tomorrow. What does that mean? Well, there's many things that talk about that and what it could mean. What it means is it doesn't matter if everything's backwards and everything's in reverse. It doesn't matter if there's 2 likes on that tweet. It doesn't matter if nobody realizes. It doesn't matter if nobody knows. The effect is in reverse. When you get to the end of your life and you're 90 years old and you reflect and you look back at what happened to you in the past, you can connect a dot to everything. You can say, oh man, I can't believe I lost that job. But in hindsight, everything was fine because if I didn't lose that job, I would have never met my wife at that grocery store because that's when I work. So you have a realization. And that is the same with the plan. If it doesn't make sense today, it's going to make a lot of sense in the future. And so although today it could be irrelevant because of the attention or the focus or the understanding, once it's understood, the past actually becomes almost like a significant catalyst to the future. It's like just a key, you could say. The reason I want to show you the website is to show you that this is permanent. Let me read this to you. This is on the deck screener, and this is on the website. 2 long-standing permanent things. Who is Dream? Dream represents the greatest version of you. We've known that. It's built for the dreamers of the world. Dream unites people who are actively becoming more and striving to become the greatest versions of themselves. Self-help, personal development, motivation, inspiration. Through the universal laws of success, we equip dreamers with the principles needed to make their dreams a reality. So what are you doing here? We're dreaming. We're talking about our dreams. You're learning. We're becoming, we're having a little bit of fun with cats. That's everything you've seen. Together, we're building the largest community of dreamers in the world. Yes, that is true. That is the goal, the mission. It's a must. It's something we must achieve. So if we're nowhere near close, if we just had 117 views on this stream, that's not the largest community of dreamers in the world. If I have 1,500 followers, that's not the largest community of dreamers in the world. If we're going to be the largest community of dreamers in the world, Dream has to be 20,000 times bigger than what you've seen. I'm not just talking about price. Price is just hype. The dream has to be real. And so we say, together we are building the largest community of dreamers in the world, but that is only phase 1. You see, because this is a really, really big dream. The signs have always pointed to something greater. We've talked about it. We've teased it. The signs have always pointed to something greater. And the countdown has already begun. Wow. What could that mean? You would have known. Someone figured out. But if you would just look, so you're not paying attention. All you had to do was go on the deck screener or go on the website, and you could see the chess piece and the countdown has already begun. It's a countdown. It literally told you that it's a countdown. You would know that it's days. You wouldn't even need to solve it. All you have to do is look around. But what this means is there's just not enough attention. Not today, of course, but that's okay. Because why? Because the dream is built on belief. You must believe. The dreamers must uncover. You may want me to be the savior. I don't want to be your savior. I'm going to do what I'm going to do, but the dream, I can't say too much. I can't tell you too much. It's about you. It's about the dreamers out there. With no dreamers, there is no dream. We'll just wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. But it's there. It's important to know it's on the website. So that tells you it is here to stay. Now. That is all I have to tell you. I had to tell you that for those of you who are out there, because you listening to this, I don't know who listens to the podcast. I don't know how long it'll take, but you might be the one. You might be the actual one. So I've given you a chance. In addition, I'll also tell you, inside of the meme channel, there's Dreamcat Group, and there's a meme channel. Inside of the meme channel, there's a place with these clues where they will go. So if you come in as a newcomer and it hasn't been solved and you want to figure it out, I mean, we're nowhere right now. First you figure out all the clues, that's a $100 bounty, but then there's more layers to go. There's more you could guess, you could proximate, and maybe that controls who has so much dream or how much. But what happens when the cat? I don't know. I don't make the rules. I'm just playing the game. It's a fun game. Cheerio. That'll do it, guys. I just want to take a moment to send my gratitude. Thank you to all the dreamers who show up here, who support, who dream with us. I want to remind you that the mission here is not just meme coinery and, hey, come show up and waste your time. We're on a mission here. You may not understand it yet. You may not fathom or dream this big yet, but we are here to build the largest community of dreamers in the world. Laugh if you need to. Get it out of your system. All dreamers start somewhere, and it starts with a vision. What I love about the world, what I love about actually meme coins especially, is that belief is the main character. Belief is the main source of everything. It all comes down to belief. And that is what we are building the dream on. Matter of fact, if you know about the book Think and Grow Rich, it's in here. We talk about desire and consistency and compounding and all these things. We're building this mission on laws and principles that have been universal and conclusive for decades. We're building dream in a way that has never been done before. We are a first mover, planting our flag in the space with full respect to the builders and the degens and everyone else who's built out this space. We're coming here as a newbie, as a first mover, and we're doing the opposite of everything you've ever seen. Our market cap may vary. Our holders may vary. Our volume may not be that sexy, but if you're hearing this message, you have a chance. You have a chance to watch the quantum leaps of improvement, step by step, moment by moment. It's revealed to you how the dream can change the world, how we can go from 2 believers to 10 to 1,000 to 2 and as it goes on and on, the dream becomes more and more undeniable. You know, there's actually 3 specific things that we're going to do that set us apart. And that's this. Number 1, we're building on unshakable belief. Belief is everything. Some use it. Murad uses it a little bit, but we're using it at a level never before seen. We are giving you reasons to believe. We are showing in our consistency, stacking. Okay, number 1. Number 2, massive action plans. Some people have done them. Print out flyers, dress up in a chicken suit, go crazy. I've done these before. They make dreams come true. I've done them going 60%, 70% in. What could it look like if we go all in? What could it look like if 1,000 dreamers participate in massive action plans? I see a future that is undeniable, that is unstoppable. Why? Because the ticker is golden. It's dream. It's universal. It beats time. It goes for any sex, any religion. Everyone has a dream, but guess what? 97% of those people aren't going to see it come to pass. They don't have what it takes. They're not willing to go the distance, which is why so many have come to the dream and left. Because for most, seeing is believing. But if you're listening to this message now, there's a very good chance that you happen to be a visionary, or luck has found you and you are in the right place at the right time. It would be criminal of me not to encourage you to take a look at Dream, use your best judgment, and consider buying a bag. When you paint a vision so vast as building the largest community of the dreamers in the world, doing the opposite, being a first mover, building Dream as a mascot. Did you know that that's who Dream is? Dream is a mascot. He doesn't maybe have a meme. He's not one of these OG cat memes that everyone truly loves. He isn't known yet, but he's becoming known here, the most successful cat in the world. This is a community where dreams become reality. This is a community, when it's all said and done, where you can come chase this dream together with us while simultaneously chasing your own. And to be very blunt and clear, that is exactly what I am doing in real time. And I believe that if I'm able to make my dream come true within the Dream Cat community, well, Dream is a part of that dream. And so it's like a vision on top of a vision on top of a vision. But with success, which of course I believe in myself, I do, Dream will become maybe even more than what we envisioned it to be. It's simple concepts, brick by brick, compounding consistency, 1 to 2 to 8 to 1632. I skipped a bunch of numbers, 120 something, stack, stack, stack. We appreciate you being here. We simply want to remind you of our intentions. We simply want to remind you to tap into your dream. We want to remind you to wake up, stop chasing. Perhaps the time of chasing runners is over. Perhaps a season of builders is coming. And when it comes, I don't want you to be late to the party. No one is building like Dream. Dream does not have a ceiling. If you want to investigate this yourself, I encourage you to go over to the website, dreamcat.xyz, and take a look with your own eyes. Most will not. When they hear about the dream, they look at the volume, they look at the chart, they dismiss it, and they keep going. 1,000 believers, it's just math. In this 54-page PDF, we tell you reason after reason, specifically why Dream can change the game, why it's a mascot of tomorrow. We explain why I'm in Orlando, right? Why I'm here. It's for the dream. Check it out. Take a look. Do your own research. Buy, don't buy. We're indifferent. It's good either way. What we really want is for you to chase your dream and make it come true. And if you can do that and you don't buy a single token, we will win. Thank you guys for hanging with us. We hope to see you next week, every single Thursday, 7 p.m. EST. Next week, invite in a friend. Retweet it out. Share it. Are you really a dreamer? Why is your PFP a dog when it could be Dream Cat? Shout out to the dog. Shout out to my friends. Fine. Thank you guys. Take care. We'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.